I'm good. Okay, he's gonna let me roll. So I like to rip band-aids off of things because it's just, the easiest thing to do. Playhouse on the Square is a predominantly white institution.
Sure.
Right? But here we are doing a show like Passover, doing shows like the Scottsboro Boys, doing shows like Row, like really pushing the envelope. I mean, it's what this company, this organization has always been about. But there are those within our theater community, within this community, that would say that Playhouse on the Square should never touch a show like this. Yeah. What do you say to them?
I think I give them grace for their feelings.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
But I challenge this, right? The right audience to hear stories about Black and brown people are the places where they're not always told. Black and brown people this particular story, we live this story. We don't need to see this story. Mm-hmm. But what's beautiful about the way that we're approaching the story is that we're making it truthful to who we are. Mm-hmm. So then it provides that olive branch to folks that are people of color. But more importantly, for the folks in the audience, which will probably be more white,
right?
This is a story they need to see. They need to understand the community and what some of the trauma and struggles are. But also back to the love of these two men who are brothers, but not brothers.
Right.
Or are they brothers? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's lovely to watch that and see Black love on stage. And I think it's important for white folks to be able to see that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I've spoken with some of the staff at Playhouse, and I really believe that they're all about, we can't just talk the talk. Yeah. If we're going to say that we are for the people, we're for the community, we're for the LGBTQ community, we're for the Black community, we're for everyone, then we need to show everyone. We need to represent everyone. We need to tell those stories that maybe aren't told as much, because that is the community that we say that we're representing. And yes, Playhouse is a predominantly white institution, but the city's not.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think what a great way to really, get people involved in the theater, get people involved in the subjects that are affecting our community by doing a show like this.
Right.
And giving opportunity to folks of color to be in leading roles and positions as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't get to see often as many Black directors, as many Black folks and people of color in lead roles. And here are opportunities that we get to tell our stories ourselves.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
And it's not fences, piano lessons.
Yes.
Right.
Joe Turner's come and gone. And unfortunately, I just named all August Wilsons, who patron saint of all things holy, August Wilson. But still, those were always the go-tos.
Sure.
Raisin in the Sun. Mm-hmm. That's Learned Hansberry. Those were always the go-tos.
That's
it's okay. Well, we gotta get that Black show.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do The Foreigner. Right?
And I will say this about Passover that is interesting. A lot of the shows that you're mentioning deal with trauma, Black experience trauma. And what's interesting about Passover is that though that, there are often, Black folks have looming trauma kind of in the background, but I don't think that that's what this story is about. The story is really about the love that these two men have for each other and how they support each other. Kind of like the buddy movies and dramedies that you've seen,
right?
On television. They're kind of a buddy group, and they just kind of forge through the world that they are navigating in this kind of buddy dramedy.
Gotcha. I love that.